What is going on, guys? Look, welcome to Big Beard and Friends episode 254, part of my passion project. That's 254 weeks that I have done this. I'm going to keep going until it goes to something. I'm going to make something out of exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, that's what I do, what I do. Listen, tonight, whatever it is that you are going through, I want to start off by saying you're not alone. I know I come on week after week after week and I say things like this, but I promise you, so many of us are going through hard times right now. Excuse me. This is live, so that makes me, I thought I was going to burp really loud. Anyway, sorry, let's get back. You never know what's going to happen live. When we look around our lives and look at what we got going on, we know that we don't have to look far to see other people in a bad form, in a bad state. People everywhere, all of us, look around. Oh, my bad. All of us do not have it together. If you have it together and you know that everything you do right now in your life is perfect, and you have no worries, and you have no stress, and you have no kind of any problems, I'm happy for you. Seriously. Yeah, I'm happy. But I know you're lying. Listen. This is why it's important to be nice to people. This is why it's important to be kind to people. We are all facing challenges, and you don't know what this person or that person or this person or that person is going through. Right? You've heard this. Some of us need to hear this. Here recently, I got to hang out for a moment in time with two good friends of mine. And for that little moment in time, it made me realize just how important having your circle of friends are. You dig what I'm saying? People need friends, right? We need companionship. It doesn't have to be in a relationship. It can be in a friendship. And when we don't have that, we do tend to not do right. I guess I'm saying it like this. Be kind to people so they'll reciprocate it so it goes around and it comes right back to you. Because at the end of the day, that's really what's important. Stop judging people. Stop making fun of people's appearance. One of my biggest pet peeves is for somebody to talk about somebody's weight. Oh, man. And no, you don't have to be a person talking about a big person. You don't have to be a person talking about a little person. The fact that you are talking... I've been at a restaurant with a gentleman before, and I won't say his name. If he's watching, whatever. And maybe you've done this, but I'm not cool with it. We ate at a restaurant, and the guy leans over to me, and as we're eating, you know, and I feel like I'm eating like this double cheeseburger, and I feel like I'm just a big dude. I'm eating, you know. He says, geez, look around here. Look at all these fat people in this restaurant. I said, what? He said, look at all these fat people. Look at that guy over there. Look at that guy. Look, I bet they all got some kind of low sugar or diabetes. And it made me, like, want to get up and leave. Because he said that, I didn't want to eat anymore. Like, I was just disgusted. I didn't say no more about the situation. He probably doesn't know anything to this day about that. But it made me feel some kind of way because he was judging people. Here I am. Here we are eating just like they're eating. Be kind. It's very important. Be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. If you went through a journey and it changed you to the point where you're just a regular ass, stop and shut up. Seriously. If you went through a journey where it changed you for the better and now you're positive, share that. But if it changed you and made you ornery or angry or mad all the time, shut up. Be kind to people. Seriously. Let's get into these 31 facts tonight. I got the sniffles tonight, guys. That's exactly what's going on here. 31 facts. I think we can do this. You guys might have known, or you might not have. I don't have a lot of stories with them, but I do want to go ahead and get it started and talk about every other one of them. Did you know the plastic or that metal tip on the end of your shoestring? What's it called? It's an aglet. One of my friends one time told me that, and I remembered that. And it was on a fact that I had to look up tonight. So, that was kind of cool. Did you know that cats, this one I believe, sleep up to 15 hours a day? On average, 15 hours a day. Yeah. The lazy, freeloading rent mother. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The femur is the longest bone in the human body. Yeah, so if you're going to eat somebody, make sure... I'm kidding. Do you know that baby hedgehogs, guess what they're called? I bet you didn't know this. You might have, but I didn't know this. Baby hedgehogs, right? Hoglets. Hoglets? I wouldn't have had a clue. Hoglet. I think they're called baby hedgehogs, right? I don't know. And hedgies, something like that. They're not. They're called hoglets. Did you know that bats are the only flying mammals? I thought that was weird. I thought that was a cool fact, but one of those okay, all right. I guess you think about things that are going on, and you think about okay, all right. They're the only flying mammals. Don't think too hard on it, but yeah, it's there. All right, did you know a watermelon is actually 92% water? Yeah. I didn't know that. All right, humans can't walk in a straight line without looking at something. Isn't that weird? If we try, we can't. We have to look at something to make that straight line. We always end up getting off the path somehow, and it changes. Weird. Oh, wow. Some of these facts, I get, and I look up, and I'm like, a lot of them I don't proofread, so I think some of these I've actually said before, and I put on past shows, I think, some of them. But bats are the only flying mammals, is what gets me. That right there is I should be able to fly. I can't get that out of my brain. Can't do it. Ketchup. Yeah, if you like ketchup, listen here, you ketchup lovers. At one time, it was used for medicinal purposes. Yes, ketchup was a medicine. When it first came out, you can look it up. It's weird. I don't have a lot of these stories that follow these, but I do know that if I went to the doctor and he was looking at me and said something along the lines of, and go home and take 2 tablespoons of ketchup. I don't know if they called it that, but I don't know. It's odd. Sloth, Those slow-moving creatures. Bad impersonation there. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Yeah, right there. I can't do it anymore. That's it. I got a small stuffy nose here. Australia is actually wider than the moon. Like, I think that I've said that, and I think I knew that anyway, but a lot of these I didn't know. I'm reading them when you find out. Yeah. Like this next one I didn't know, that rats actually laugh out loud if you tickle them. What? You got a rat? If you can get a rat? I don't know. I said if you tickle them in the right spot, that they will laugh out loud. You will hear them. Audibly happy because of what you've just done to them. I don't want to touch a rat. I think they're nasty little turds. But if you hand me a rat and I scratch its belly or scratch it or whatever, tickle it, I'm not going to think tickle, but if I touch it and he starts laughing, that's going to be weird. It's going to be very weird. Yeah. I don't know. Do you know that Boeing, the plane, they used potatoes to test their in-flight Wi-Fi? I don't even know what that means. I know what it means, but I don't know how they did that. I don't have the backstory, but they used potatoes to see if their in-flight Wi-Fi would work. I don't know. Okay, let's move along here. Did you know giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than humans? That I believe. I mean, they're tall. They're taller than us, and wouldn't they get the negative charge first I just feel like they're taller. So obviously, yeah, they would get hit by lightning before us. At least I would always think that. Like, I don't want to get hit by lightning. If you are watching this anywhere, I don't care who you are, whatever you're watching, if you have been struck by lightning, let me know. I want to talk to you. I have some questions. I want to know. And if you have, I'm sorry. And if you haven't, that's good. Very good. Let's move on here. Listen, identical twins, yeah, they don't have the same fingerprints. What? Scratching my head over here. They don't have the same fingerprints. Even though they're identical twins, a lot of their chemical makeup is the same, but outside and the phalanges and as well as the toes and the bottom, and the prints, they're not the same. It's kind of cool. Like, oh, well, I'm different than you. We're not real twins by finger. Maybe. I don't know. I have twins in my family. We had like 2 sets. My dad did. And we had a set pass away at birth. So they left us with one. Yeah, I think that's the only twins we had. Anyway, did you know that Earth rotation is changing its speed? So we already go like 92 billion miles per hour. I don't really know what it is. I'd like to look that up. I'm not going to look it up now. But we're already going like faster than we can comprehend, and it's changing. So is it slowing down? Is it speeding up? I don't know. I like to think that it's changing to a normal speed. I don't know. If it just stops, I just know that we're screwed. Did you know your brain is constantly eating itself? You got to make way for the new meat, new brain, new parts to keep doing their thing. Regeneration. So you're always eating and eating and eating. Your brain is always eating. I talked about the brain yesterday because I heard something real quick that said the ancients used to have this technique. They once had this technique on how to hear yourself. Not in your mind, but in your body. To find your soul. The voice to your soul. If you want to find your soul, this is what they did. I'm just interjecting this. This is a belief, like 10,000 years. You say any word you want over and over and over and over in your head. And you think about it, and you think about it, and say it to yourself. And then you think this part. They said that you would say, who just said that? Say it with your mouth closed. Now we can say, oh, we're thinking. You're thinking, but you're talking. Where is that voice? That voice, they say, the ancients would say, 10,000 years ago, that is your soul. So the more you look into it and more in depth you get, I guess that's kind of cool. I guess anyway. Talked about the brain and all that though. They said the brain is thinking, but what said it? I don't know. I'm not down that rabbit hole. All the electricity powering the internet, what you're watching right now, weighs the same. All the power that runs the internet weighs the same as an apricot. Like, really? All the electricity that's powering the internet is roughly the size of the circle on the back of your iPhone. Did you know a hippo's jaw opens wide enough to fit a sports car inside? Excuse me there. Wait, can you imagine your mouth getting so big, put a sports car in it? I know some people that probably could do that. They got big mouth. Big mouth. I mean, sorry. I got a big mouth, but I know a lot of people who... Anyway, it would take 19 minutes to fall from North Pole to Earth core. It's a long way to fall. But it's a short way to fall. And I don't want to fall. No, not doing it. Excuse me. 6 generations back, you have 64 great-great-great-grandparents. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. Did you know bananas are berries and strawberries are not? I'm just throwing that one in there. That blew people's mind. Look it up. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. There's a jellyfish that can live forever. An octopus have 3 hearts. And as well, honey never spoils. Cinnamon doesn't either. 2 things that are natural. And they're not going to spoil. They're part of this world. They have been here. They're here. They're natural. You can find them. Kind of a cool little fact there. Do you know there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on the earth? Yeah. Think about it like that. We look up and we see so many, but you look beyond and look beyond and look beyond that. That's kind of cool. The Caesar salad was invented in 1924. You can read all about that. I don't know how, who, what, where, whatever. I do know that the sun, it's weird to have, I was going to do like astronomy facts, but I just throw them all in there together, have fun with it. The sun is about 400 times larger than the moon. Think about that. You got the moon, you got the sun. So if we were to really see the moon and the sun, if we could get close and not burn up, not die, let me tell you something. I believe that just looking at such a tremendous, huge ball or planet, moon, sun, I think it would blow our minds. I think it would make us absolutely, like, just shock and awe of just looking at it. It would be so massive. We just don't realize how big. If something's out there and it looks big in space, like from looking back, it looks big from here, and we're just like this big. If it looks big and it's up there, then it's huge in person. Fathom. blows my mind. It's hard to fathom. But that means it's, I don't know. That's big. Astronomy can be scary. Astronomy, I think, can be scary and fascinating, magnificent, all at the same time. We have things out there that are floating and structures and pillars and creations that we've never seen. And if we can see that from here, and even the telescopes, if they look, oh, it looks big in the telescope, that means it's massive. Anyway, the average person blinks 14 to 17 times per minute. Are you going to count? I guess if we don't sit here and make ourselves, blink. Okay. 14 to 17 times a minute. Every 60 seconds, 14, 17 times. Okay. I didn't know that. That was just a fact. Finally, on this 31, I believe I counted right, 90% of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere. So, have you ever seen the backside of the earth? When they show it, it's nothing but water. And then the front, obviously, we see our U.S., we see, everything around us, we see the side, I see some top, I see the bottom. I want to know, does it really go all the way around? I know it does. I'm just saying they should have it more on the way it is. They should have it more to show us. I'm sure you can look up maps and you can look up globes and look up things, but I like to see every single bit of it with the water off of it. I mean, I'm sure there's maps somewhere that we could just, boom, just to see the curvature and just to see the structures that would be. I think that could be cool. I think that could really be cool. Guys, listen. It is the end of January. It is the 31st. Tomorrow is the 1st of February. Obviously, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, be kind. Love yourself. And yes, sometimes, a lot of the times, I'm talking to my damn self. And I'm all right with that. Because over time, it says that people watch these videos and everybody doesn't flock at once. That's fine. I can deal with that. But the fact that I have got 254 weeks of just giving you any and everything and a lot of stuff that I have, that means a lot to me. For somebody to look at, somebody to view later, somebody to tell me, look, what you just did, what you just showed, what I looked at that you had going on and that you made, it did something to me. That's why I do what I do, and I will always do it. I'm just going to continue. I do hope that your evening, I do hope that your month, your week, your year, that you continue to spread the love, continue to show the love, let people know out there that it's okay to not be okay. You can only teach somebody so much, and they'll use it if it impacted their life. Teach somebody a skill, teach somebody how to be kind, teach somebody how to be better. And really, the only thing you need to do, the only thing, even for me, that I want to be better than, the only person that I want to be better than is the person I was this time last year. There's no other way to, oh, stop. There's no other way to say it. I'm not competing with anybody. I talk to myself. I talk to people. I've said that, and I just said it a moment ago. And let me tell you something. That's awesome for people to hear. For me to hear people say. Even if it's something like I laughed the other day or you said this. I love it when they say they took something and told somebody, and now because of you, we do this. I had a person one time say that they watch my videos, and back when I was running a lot, this is years ago now, and I used to run 3 miles a day. I did. And I had someone say that they got out and ran because of me, and they wanted to continue to watch my videos before they ran and after they ran, and it was like they were doing it with me. It's kind of cool. Anyway, whatever you got going on, enjoy it. Be good at it. Spread the love. Spread the kindness. No hate. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. Hate is not needed. And I know that sometimes I fail. I may sit here and tell you all this and go inside and fight with my wife. She might fight with me. I may fight with somebody. But I still try my best. It's something I do not believe in is giving up. So you take what you want with that information, you do what you want with that information, and or do nothing. Those who are following me, those who keep doing what you're doing, thank you, thank you, thank you. This makes me know that the analytics says that these videos and pages are getting viewed. And you know what? I want to do broadcasting. I want to do radio, and I want to try to pursue something in broadcasting. And I think that I'm only limited if I want myself to be. So with that being said, what are those 3 words that I say week after week after week to take us out of the show? Love, peace, chicken grease. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.